Hello, everyone, and welcome to the weekly update. It is October 18th, 2025, and it has been one hell of a week. We're topping it off today with the No Kings protests. Yeah, it's been an interesting week, guys. I don't know if you realize this, and I kind of point this out in a few of my X posts, but if Trump was actually a king, you wouldn't be allowed to protest and say that you were against the king. I'm just saying. Sith Master, impressive display of power the Marines put on today. Yes, and the progressives just want to complain about everything, so they complained about that too. They were recording something for the birthday of the Marine Corps, I believe it is, coming up. So they were filming down off Camp Pendleton and the amphib base down there. I think it's forget the name of it, Coronado. But anyways, they've got all those things. They were having fun with their military assets. The governor Gavin decided to make a big deal of it and try and say that it was Hegseth's fault that they were going to close I-5. Guys, I don't know if you know this or not. They do live range exercises and live fire exercises around Camp Pendleton on their live fire ranges like almost every fucking day. Almost every day. I used to live outside of the back entrance near the Fallbrook area in California. I will tell you, our house shook on a very regular basis because of the artillery and other practice that they would do at Pendleton. So it's not really that big a deal. It looks like Sith Master has sent us a link. You can find them. Go find them. You have all the time in the world. They're going to be down in the kitchen somewhere. In cabinets? You know what I'm talking about? There's a bag of bags. Did you look down on the shelves? The bottom of the shelves? You know, where all the near where your playroom is. Yeah, the shelves. Go look on there. See, there should be a bag full of bags. Thank you. This was live fire next to the vice president. Yeah, I mean, hey, it is what it is. Let's see. We got a real AM voice link. Let's open this up and see what we get. But thank you very much. Oh, we got a video. Okay, we will definitely play this here in just a second. I don't know where I'm going to fit this in. Maybe under you know what? I'm going to put this under my King Trump section just because I'm an asshole and I decided to name an entire section of today's show King Trump just to piss off the progressives that say no king. It's not a king, guys. He's not a king. I don't care what they think. I don't care what they say. Trump is not a king. That's just the way it is. But thank you, Sith Master and Shell, for showing up, as always. King Trump, yes, there is an entire section, if you look at my show, entire section called King Trump. I'll let you know. It's coming up here shortly. But thank you, Sith Master Dad. Thank you, Shell, for being in the comments already. You guys are always supporting, and I appreciate you. Make sure that we're sharing out the live stream, guys. This is our weekly update. This is our big show for the week. We need to try and get these numbers up. So let's get it posted out. And you can see here, pull up the profile, go to patriotdad.org. That is my website where you can see the different ways to support me. You can buy a cup of coffee or subscribe to the channel and give tips in a way that is more beneficial to me and doesn't support YouTube. Like, I know, Dr. Gold, I appreciate your support over on YouTube. You've been a fairly consistent over my career of streaming contributor over there, leaving me super chats. I just don't like the fact that half of that goes to Google. So you can do buy me a coffee instead, or you can super chat. It's up to you, man. God bless you. I appreciate your support. You can also buy merch. I just today opened up. We are going to be collaborating, Shell and myself, on bringing you some new merch designs. Those merch designs were linked in the show last night. Shell, if you want to go ahead and link some of those or put it down in the show comment for where the live stream is, please leave it. We need Karen. We do need Karen. That's true. Karen, where are you? Anyways. You can also see here, we got the Discord. You got my business and business Discord. You can also follow me on X, YouTube, and Rumble, guys. So go ahead and check all those out. But you also see our live schedule. Monday, Wednesday, Friday with the evening update, Saturday with the weekly update. That is the show we are in now. This is where we have the entire week recap. We're going to cover stories from the entire week. So if you were absent on our Monday, Wednesday, Friday stream, we will catch you up tonight. You also have the topic exchange Tuesdays at 8:45 p.m. That's always fun. That is where the questionable gardener, one of the members of the DOGE community, a moderator of the DOGE community. Excuse me, sir. I didn't mean to discredit you. We talk about all kinds of things, usually not the topic of the night, but we will talk. It is also where Shell and I co-host, so that will be fun. Also, Shell and Christina have their Bible space on Sundays at 4 p.m., so check both of those out. We will get into immigration. Guys, immigration is always such a tragic section on this show. I don't like it. I don't like the fact that immigration, for the most part, just means bad people doing bad things to good people, or at least people that belong in your country. So we have here a woman, 28, was gang raped by 3 Brits. She was bitten all over her body during her 2-hour ordeal at a Croatian beach hotel. It says 3 Brits, but I want to point out Garbage Humans post at the top. In case you're curious, the name of these 3 Brits is Ami Arifi, Gazim Zasfa, and Sokib Shakibi. God save the king. I, for some reason, get this strange suspicion that they are not native Brits. Just saying, we don't hate the mainstream media enough. Trying to call these migrants who are doing heinous things to locals, trying to call them Brits is an affront to all Brits. But you know what? If you guys aren't going to stand up for yourselves and prevent the invasion of your country and the takeover by Islamism, look at all the mayors of your major cities now. They're almost all Muslim, guys. You need to start doing something. Start standing up for yourselves. It's getting crazy out there. Shell says one of the designs. Okay, we got a link down in the chat. Go ahead and check out that link, and you will see some of the designs that we're going to be bringing to the merch store. So we're going to be working on that over the weekend and the coming weeks. We'll definitely work on it when she's here. And when she's here, we'll also be doing a sit down. Don't know if the interview is going to be live or if it's going to be recorded, edited, and posted. We'll figure that out, but that should be happening also in the coming weeks. So keep an eye out for that. But guys, these aren't Brits. I'm sorry to tell you, they're just not. But immigration continues. Los Angeles officials have declared a state of emergency that gives them the power to provide assistance for residents they say have suffered financially from the ongoing federal immigration raids.
Lake County has declared a state of emergency over the immigration raids. The Board of Supervisors voted today. Board members say the raids are preventing people from going to work and forcing some businesses to close.
I'm sorry, preventing which people from going to work? I don't think immigration raids are preventing the law-abiding citizens from going to work, are they? Anybody? I don't think it's preventing citizens from going to work. So they're literally passing emergency powers, declaring a state of emergency so that they can provide financial assistance to illegal immigrants, criminals, because they're afraid to go to work due to ongoing immigration raids. Guys, why is the government spending taxpayer funds on criminals? Illegal aliens that have no business being here in the first place. You should ask yourself this. If you're still living in California, you should really ask yourself this. We got Johnny Parker. Yeah, protect the illegal immigrants. Yep. Rest of the designs are in the replies. Thank you very much for posting those, Shell. I appreciate your assistance. Guys, they are supporting the illegals with your money.
The emergency allows the board to look at enacting an eviction moratorium and other protections for people impacted by the raids.
An eviction moratorium. This is like COVID, guys. The people that own those properties still have to make the mortgage payments on those properties, but now you're going to let criminal aliens get away with not paying rent again? Like, why would anybody ever want to own an investment property in California? Like, you want people to provide housing for people, but then you punish the people that provide housing. I think what they really want is they want something like Mamdani is trying to do with stores in New York City. If he gets elected, they're probably just trying to take over and socialize housing in California because no private investor, myself included, is going to buy. I sold my rental property that I had in California because I wanted nothing to do with this nonsense. This is too much of a risk being an investor. Absolutely not, guys. They're hurting you.
And this news just coming into our newsroom. We'll, of course, continue to follow it.
Of course you will. Of course you will, because you're the mainstream media lapdogs of the Communist Party. Good job, ABC7. That's the ABC affiliate there in Los Angeles, guys. It's absolutely crazy. The fact that they're spending that much taxpayer money to support criminal immigration, it's a shame, guys. It's a shame. Get out of California if you can. ICE officials have arrested a Montenegro national identified as a criminal alien who is serving as a sworn officer in Illinois.
Let's do breaking news now. Immigration Customs and Enforcement has just revealed in the last short time a police officer working in Illinois is an illegal immigrant. Radule Bajovic works for the Hanover Police Department. He graduated from the academy in August, but he has been living in the U.S. illegally for a decade after his tourist visa expired in 2015. His illegal status was discovered as part of Operation Midway.
How is that not discovered as part of his, I don't know, onboarding, his hiring process? He didn't have to go through an I-9 investigation to be a sworn police officer carrying a gun, enforcing the law in Illinois. Absolutely crazy, guys. I don't know what the hell Pritzker's doing, but he's obviously mismanaging Illinois. We have this story. Democrats were caught sharing a video where they were claiming was ICE detaining a 6-year-old immigrant. They were just trying to stir up trouble. They were just being their normal selves, guys. But it turns out this is actually a 27-year-old woman being detained by Clark County, Washington Sheriff's Office, not ICE, not a minor, not a 6-year-old migrant, but a 27-year-old. Interesting. I don't need to play the video, guys, but she is 27. Johnny says, I wouldn't live in California if you paid me to. I wouldn't either. In fact, I used to, and I moved. I left because I don't want to live there. I don't want to be a part of it. I still don't know how my parents live there, guys. It's absolutely a crazy, crazy place. 'Tis a silly place, like Camelot from, Monty Python. Crispy says, designs are easy. If you want me to help, let me know. DM me, Crispy. We will work together. There you go. Shell and Crispy. You're going to be collaborating, helping to bring us some designs. Johnny saying, hey, Titan. Or Shell. She changed her name so I would stop calling her Titan to Shell, Johnny, just to let you know. So you can do that. I'm just telling you. She changed her name here in the chat so that people wouldn't call her Titan. Just be mindful. That's all. I still love you. Savannah Hernandez, Sev says, guys, if you aren't following Savannah and her work, what is now for Turning Point USA, guys, doing great work. But you can see here, still thinking about this ICE operation out of Oklahoma, where 91 out of 120 illegals apprehended on the highways were somehow legally carrying a commercial driver's license, a CDL license. Sav, come on. Come on. Sav, you're better than that. It's not an ATM machine. It's not a CDL license. What are we doing? The majority of them were either Indian or Chinese. And the majority of them got their CDL licenses from California, New York, Pennsylvania, or Illinois. It turns out that these are all progressive states. Weird that somehow a progressive state is issuing CDL licenses to criminal aliens, which isn't even supposed to be allowed. How are illegals getting them? Well, they have a social security number. A work visa is required to obtain one, right? Well, if you have to have a social security number or a legal work visa to obtain a CDL, then how is it? Do you think that maybe these states are checking? I'm sure they're checking, right?
Nope.
Yeah, no, they're not. So sanctuary states are now issuing these. We should absolutely punish these sanctuary states. We should take away their ability to issue CDLs entirely. The U.S. Department of Transportation, any road where these people are traveling is far too dangerous to have these criminal aliens running around We don't know who they are. Hell, some of these were issued with no name given on them. We covered that a week or two ago. What's happening? Shell says, no, you're just not allowed to call me Titan, PD. Oh, so it's just me. Okay, fair enough. Never mind. Never mind, Johnny. My bad. It was just me. I'm not allowed to call her that. Feel free. Carry on. I was wrong. So yeah, Savannah, good point. 91 out of 120 of these folks, illegals, apprehended during the operation in Oklahoma, guys. It was only like a day and a half or 2 days. And they found 91 criminal aliens carrying legal CDLs. Yeah. And then not only that, but you have a video here, guys. ICE, they're rating ride sharing. So not only are you competing in the CDL space and in every other space for criminal alien labor, you're competing against them. They're suppressing your wages. But then look, you're also competing when you're trying to be an Uber worker, a gig economy person.
Did you guys see they just did an ICE raid at Chicago O'Hare's rideshare parking lot?
Johnny says, I told you. Okay, I get it. My bad, yo.
Like, as an American, you can't even get gig work anymore. Like, think about it. You have to compete to be able to drive around other people, or you have to compete to drop off people's food.
Yeah, guys, I don't know if you know this, but Uber and Uber Eats and Lyft, like, they have a really big problem with this, actually, where one person who is legal will sign up for the account and then other people will drive under their account. You will get hey, your driver is Tony, and you get a driver that's actual name is like Ahmed or Cindy. It's like, dude, you are obviously not the person who is the account holder who is supposed to be driving me. But they're doing it. They have multiple people that are signed in as the same driver. Like, it's absolutely crazy, guys. They'll share an account so they can just keep it operating 24 hours a day. It's just crazy. Shell says, I just love messing with him. That's fair. Johnny says, he didn't know. Apparently I don't. I'm just in the dark over here.
So they did an ICE raid at the Chicago O'Hare parking lot, and they said it was at least 50 to 60 cars out there. And when they were done, there was only like 15.
Damn. Yeah, guys, I'm glad that they're doing these raids. I'm glad that they're getting these criminal aliens off the streets. They're not going to be driving for all of these companies. But think about this. These entry-level positions that our kids are supposed to be getting to train them how to have basic job skills in the workforce. These entry-level positions, these gig economy positions are being stolen by people who have no business being here. So thank you very much, ICE, for getting these people out. I'm not even going to play this video because she's not even speaking English, but like, what the F? Ilhan Omar here is literally saying our president, talking about the president of Somalia. She says, Somalia is our home. It's our heart. We think about Somalia. What do you guys think about this, guys? Why do we have a legislator for our country? Why do we have mayors in our cities? Why do we have governors in our states? Why do we have people in positions of power in this country who have no business being here, who don't love this country? They prioritize other countries over ours. They're literally trying to take over. They're invading, and we permit them to have positions of power over us. If anything, the minimum we should be doing to this woman is denaturalizing and deporting. Minimum. No violence. But imprisonment, maybe. Denaturalization and deportation, yes. At a minimum. She can go back and hang out with her president, who calls her his little girl, who she calls uncle. Like, she can go there. She can go back to Somalia. And she can have her citizenship for this country stripped because she is obviously not a fan of this country. She is not loyal to this country. So no, she belongs in the immigration section, guys. And as an end to the immigration section, this final post, it's not quite a meme, but declaration of memes, real. The world you were born in no longer exists. It literally doesn't, because in the background there is the Twin Towers in New York. They don't exist anymore. But this place where you can just let your kids roam about safely, where you don't have to worry about people trying to undermine the nation, where you don't have to worry about these things. Like that nation, that place does not exist anymore. We need to reclaim it. We need to rebuild it. We need to make sure that the people that are here are proud to be here and want to be here. They want to be here because they want to be American, not because they want to be here and convert America into something else. If you want that something else, if you want Sharia law, if you want to be the ethnic majority, well, you know what? Go back to the place you came from where you already are. Go back to the place you came from where Sharia law is already the law of the land. Why is it that Muslims don't want to stay in the states and countries where Sharia law already exists? Why do they come to the West and then proclaim that they will install Sharia? Like, I'm not a fan, guys. This place doesn't exist anymore. But it can. Again, we just need to be very diligent. We need to be protectionist. Isolationist, if you will. Johnny says, Allahu Akbar, Aloha Snack Bar is what she screams. Yes, it is. And now we get into our King Trump section, guys. If you don't believe me, I will literally show you. If you could see, oh, you can't see it. It doesn't pick it up. When I mouse over the KI, that whole section is called, you literally can't see it. That's annoying. The screen capture doesn't capture it. It's King Trump, guys. King Trump section, because we all know he's not actually a king, guys. It's a complete joke. But you can see here, Antifa is not a joke. Antifa is a real organization. And how do we know this? Well, they get unified talking points. Those unified talking points come from places like the Democrat National Committee and others. Hey, guys, get away from my camera, please. Get away from the camera, please. You can play, just don't knock it over, okay? Thank you. I don't want you touching it at all, but I definitely don't want you knocking it over. And it might break. I just don't want you to break it. Yes, it's very delicate. It will break. Yes, it's got glass in it. The optics, the lenses are glass. Yes. If it drops on the rug, it'll break. Yeah, and I'll be very sad. Please don't break my camera. Yeah, and then I can't, that's right. Then I can't be on my show anymore. God, these kids are smart. Oh gosh. Crispy says, we used to be able to roam around the neighborhood, the woods, the local skating rink. You can't let your children do that now. That's very true, guys. Growing up, I used to roam around my hometown constantly. My parents weren't there, but I wasn't really at risk. There was only one time when things got a little sketchy where I was like, that person in that car is actually trying to maybe take me and my brother. That happened once. But like, for the most part, I there was like a 5-mile radius of my house where I roamed freely. Independently. I rode myself to school on a bike. I walked to high school. I walked to elementary school. I did all of these things independent of my parents. Crispy says, I'm glad my children or Johnny says to Crispy, I'm glad my children are grown. Mine are 6 and 4.5. They are not grown. It is a very, very dangerous time for them to be alive. And I have to do what I can to make sure that they survive it. But anyways, we're going to see their talking points, unified talking points from Antifa, folks.
There's no Antifa. This is an entirely imaginary organization. There is not an Antifa.
Like, I don't even know what Antifa is. There is no group.
It's not even like far-right groups like the Proud Boys and Oath Keepers. Compared to right-wing extremists, Antifa-linked violence is rare and limited.
It isn't an organization. It is in many ways mythology.
It's not like the Proud Boys or the Oath Keepers.
Weird how they always keep saying the Oath Keepers and the Proud Boys. The Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers. Repost the live, everyone. That's right, Shell. Guys, we got to pump these numbers up. I worry about my granddaughter. Guys, I worry about us, let alone my kids. Like, you see videos constantly of people getting attacked on subways, people getting attacked on buses, people getting attacked on the streets. Karen! Welcome to the chat, Karen. But guys, I just worry about all of us. We really need to start doing something. There's way too much violence and hate going on. I'm in the same boat. My kids are not grown either. Yeah, Shell, it is a dangerous time for them to be alive, for us to be alive.
sort of defined terrorist organizations with leadership that leads violence.
It's not a highly organized movement. It's a moniker. It's not a unified group like the Proud Boys are. Things like Antifa are things that are thought up.
It's all in this guise of going after Antifa, which is nothing. There's no organization called Antifa.
Nobody's a member of Antifa because it doesn't exist. They are just declaring into existence something that doesn't exist.
There is no Antifa organization, so maybe that's good for social media, but it really is non-existent.
They exist on the internet in chat rooms and in 4chan and Discord and places like that where.
Oh, 4chan and Discord, kind of like where the people that killed Charlie Kirk conversed and met and planned and talked. Yeah, those places are kind of effed. Yeah, except for you can see here, Keith Ellison literally wrote the handbook on it, guys. Like, it is a thing. Just saying. Also, Krasenstein, guys. Oh, God. Ed and Brian. Just what a couple of boobs. 2,500 peaceful. When they tell you it's peaceful out the gate, you know it's going to get spicy, guys. We'll keep an eye out tonight, see if it gets worse. They were peaceful today. They were also full of geriatric patients. So, like, I guess they emptied all the old people homes and put them on a field trip today. My kids heard field trip and they got excited. That's not what I'm even talking about, kiddos. I literally said they took the old people on a field trip, and she's like, field trip? Not for you, kiddo. Not for you. Not for you either, buddy. Oh, my kids are hilarious. KG here with a post. Huge thank you to all the No Kings protesters yesterday. This was posted on the 16th, guys, but very concerned. A king was trying to take my place, but thanks to your tireless efforts, I am still your president. Great job, all. Yeah, guys, he is still your president. Every one of you, even if you don't like it, that includes President Camacho in the chat, if you're still there. Last time we had a debate with President Camacho, it crashed YouTube globally, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. Also, I posted this in response to Sam. So Conservative Alternative, you can see I actually linked him down there in the post. Y'all say no kings? Well, we already voted for no queens, Kamala Harris, real Donald Trump. Donald Trump is your president, guys. Everybody that hears this, that is a U.S. citizen, turns out whether you like it or not, he won the popular vote. He won the Electoral College. He won it, guys. He is your president. And I am thrilled because I think he's doing an excellent job. He did an excellent job in things like this. Hitler bringing peace to Israel, folks. They love calling him Hitler. They say he's a fascist. They say he's the worst person ever. But it's interesting. He seems to be the only person. This is now 2 for 2. We had the first presidency of his. We had the... why can I not remember the name of the Accords right now? It just slipped my brain. I love my brain now that I'm getting older and older. I just keep forgetting stuff. But guys, he had a peace deal in the first term and now a peace deal in the second term. Yeah. Guys, peace in the Middle East, all because of Hitler. Just remember that. Thank you, Babylon B. You're great. Here you got Timcast. You got the Roseanne Barr show, guys, where she's talking about the election of Trump and how it was basically the people, the Abraham Accords. Thank you, Sith Master Dad. I knew it was something like that. I just could not remember the name. I was going to say something else. I can't even remember the first name that came to my brain, but it was not Abraham. But that makes sense because there's the Abrahamic faiths. Abraham Accords. Thank you very much.
The left is a bunch of billionaires who, have their favorite courtier class.
Oh, guys, and by the way, if you don't watch the Roseanne Barr show, you should. She had an episode with Tom McDonald. We'll cover him here in a bit. It's a good show.
Who live in the big cities and have, $200,000 apartments that they live in with their cushy jobs, for which is basically just guarding public opinion so it doesn't turn against the billionaires, and then their token clerk class that they pay not so well, but not so bad, so they
We call that propaganda, by the way.
can just, barely make it, and they can point to them and go, look, here's our voting slave class, but we'll call them consumer class.
I think that was true until 2008, maybe. And so where it really took...
then it changed with Obama. Then it was, these are our street gangs and we're paying them.
So what I think happened is the real profound switch was the election of Trump. Trump does not, in my opinion, represent the billionaires who want
No,
to...
I'm just saying the left. And now...
Right. Agreed.
But it was the working class that went, this is bullshit. We're not ever allowed to, gain wealth, build wealth on the left. We're going to be this permanent subservient class to billionaires, donors. And so we're going to elect Trump, fuck you. That's what it was, is a big fuck you to the Democrats. And, they got Trump
and the Republicans.
Huh?
And the Republicans.
Yeah.
Kara says Rosie paid a steep price to voice her opinions. She did. She was one of the earliest people to get canceled off her show. Cancel culture came for her, and you know what? She's successful anyways. That's basically all you have to do. You have to tell the people that want to cancel you, you know what? Hey, Johnny on YouTube now. Hey, Titan, thank you for showing up on YouTube and showing the support. That helps out. I see that I'm still kind of upset that OBS does not show how many views X has anymore. It used to show me. It shows me how many views I've got on YouTube, or how many viewers. It shows me viewers on Rumble, but it will not show me how many views I've got on X anymore. I don't like that. I wish. So my son says he likes it. So apparently it's okay then. Okay, fair enough. Oh, and my daughter. They both like it. So screw me, I guess. 41, fantastic. Let's get that number up, guys. Come on. That's a sad number. We got to get that number up, folks. Share out the live stream, please. This is our big weekly show, my guys. We got to get that number up.
And the Republicans.
Yeah. I think
it's a working class movement. It's a grassroots. Trump is the result of the working class waking up.
Mm-hmm. Agree. I think that before Trump, the Democrats and the Republicans were the same thing.
Yeah, the Uniparty. Hi, kids. I couldn't read the chats on X. That's fair, Johnny. Hey, if you want to go load a window for Rumble, X, and YouTube, all three, I will fully support you. Just mute 2 of the 3 so that you don't have to hear it 3 times, because that's crazy. That would drive me up the fucking wall.
Yeah.
And then what happened was...
Clinton proves that.
Right. You had the Democrats and the Republicans where they disagreed on most nothing, and they did what you said. They created division just to give a false idea of you can choose this side, you can choose that side, but it's never changing.
Yeah, it was a class war. It was a complete class war.
And then what happens is Trump gets elected, and we see the Republicans join the Democrats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
And now the left as we know it today is actually the old uniparty system from
yes, it is, absolutely.
Pre-Trump. And the right, they call it the far right because they need a way to make it distinct from the old system. Trump represents the working class populist uprising.
Yes.
And the Democrats represent the machine state of the neocons and the neolibs from 20 years ago.
Yes.
Yep, pretty much. Tim nailed it, guys. Tim nailed it. The Democrats have kind of changed their position. They used to be the working class party. Now they are the class. They are the party of the billionaires. It's very strange to see. We're going to get into, because this is the end of our King Trump section, this is the video that was sent to us by Sith Bastard Dad. This is the Real America's Voice Navy and Marine Corps. Sustains Marines. Yes, let's go.
Amphibious combat vehicles ranch drop as Marines surge into the fight. Overhead, UH-1 Yankee Venoms and AH-1 Zulu Vipers rake enemy positions with rockets and cannon fire, while FA-18 Hornets scream down and deliver precision strikes.
Let's go.
Targets shift and move.
Yeah.
But there is no confusion. Every round, every bomb, every burst of fire is deconflicted with the Marines pressing forward on the ground. That discipline, that synchronization, comes from our Joint Terminal Attack Controllers. JTACs orchestrate the modern battlefield. With a radio and a tablet, they control ordnance from joint aircraft in close proximity to maneuvering forces. Linking.
That is an LCAC, a landing craft air cushion. Not to be confused with an Elcock.
Air, land, and sea fires into one decisive punch. And the Marine Corps doesn't just employ JTACs for ourselves. We provide them to the Joint Force, setting the standard for precision, integration, and battlefield control. With fires synchronized, the battalion landing team presses into the objective area. Squads pushing through breach points, clearing house by house, street by street.
Johnny says November 10th is the, I believe you, Marine Corps birthday. Autocorrect is going to get you every time.
Every corner secured, every building taken, until the objective is seized.
Yeah. Okay, we're coming ashore.
Over the horizon, the sea roars, riding cushions of air. Navy landing craft air cushions, LCACs.
Ah, see, I was right. LCACs. Also, Shell, you might want to check your username there on Rumble. But welcome. Thank you for showing up on Rumble as well.
Burst into view. These massive hovercrafts, capable of carrying 60 tons and reaching speeds of 50 knots, carry the fight to the shore, bringing Marines, vehicles, and heavy firepower directly across the surf. From ship to ship, LCACs give the Navy and Marine Corps team unmatched speed, reach, and surprise, delivering combat power where the enemy least expects it.
The Navy does more than bring Marines to the fight. It sustains them. Ships offshore purify water, generate power, provide medical care.
That was the ships that I was on. Making fresh water was one of my jobs in the Navy. Oh, it brings back memories, guys. It brings back memories. Johnny says, I hate autocorrect. Don't we all, sir? Don't we all? This lasted hours with all kinds of demos. Oh, gosh. I can't wait to see the promo/PR/propaganda films that are going to come out of that. I know they were recording so that they could do things for the White House account related to November 10th. It's going to be great, guys. My cousin I live with is a Marine vet. Thank you for your service, Shell cousin.
And deliver ammunition. Without sailors.
And you're welcome for the ride.
The fight ashore would falter. With them, it endures.
Yeah, dude, LCAC Marine landings, awesome. Second largest demon ever, they said. A demon demonstration. Yeah, there we go. Second largest demonstration ever. Dude, that sounds so good. I love that. I love it. Yes, I gotta give that a heart also because it deserves it. We're gonna leave King Trump, guys. King Trump gone into the government section. We're gonna get into a little bit of corruption out the gate. Weird that we're talking about government and we're talking about corruption, but hey, it is what it is. Also, I like how the person reporting on this, not even American. We got an Italian flag, it almost looks like, but Katya can't even make this shit up. These are Letitia James's nieces living in her Virginia property. Her tenants. Nakia is a fugitive. She hightailed out of North Carolina, evading arrest warrants, and moved onto Letitia's bank fraud home. So the AG of New York State is harboring a fugitive. Got it. Yeah, weird how all of these Democrat families seem to be corrupt and they seem to be criminals. It's very interesting, guys. And then she also went after Trump, tried to make him a criminal as well. Weird. It's almost like the iron law of projection remains intact. It is undefeated, folks. Undefeated. If they are accusing you of doing something, they're probably doing it themselves already. And you may or may not be doing it. But you look at Letitia James, guys. She went after Trump for bank fraud when it came to his properties, even though the banks came out and said, no. We were perfectly happy with the arrangement. We all made a lot of money. We would do it again. And then it turns out Letitia James was actually doing mortgage fraud herself. It's very strange. You got Mayor Brandon Johnson is now proposing a new head tax to fix the deficit after destroying their budget. All companies employing 100 plus people. Strange little bug. In Chicago, ought to pay a tax of $21 per employee per month. Guys, that is like $250-ish. Almost $250 per employee per year. Psychotic. for simply having employees. They're punishing people, hiring people. This is how you get degrowth. If you've ever heard decolonization and degrowth, these are terms of the communists, the progressives, the socialists, whatever you want to call them. Guys, they are just trying to get into our country, and they're trying to destroy everything. They want to destroy 95% of it so they can rule over the 5% of the ashes that are left. Don't let them. We need to eject all of these communists. Arrest them all. Crispy says, no one is above the law. Yeah, guys, that was one of my favorite things was that she said no one's above the law when talking about Trump while she's doing the exact same things. You're right, Letitia, no one is above the law. But Brandon Johnson here is also destroying Chicago, guys. It's absolutely crazy what they're doing. Not only is he destroying Chicago, we have Zohran Mamdani talking about wanting to destroy New York. This plan to make it so misdemeanor theft is no longer an arrestable offense is crazy because in New York City, you can steal up to $1,000 and it's a misdemeanor, which means the police aren't even going to bother. So they're going to be able to steal $900 worth of stuff from store 1. They're going to go to store 2 and steal $900 more stuff. The fact that most Americans don't even make $900 in a day means that these ass clowns can steal so much in stuff that the average person won't even be able to keep up by going to work. Why would you go to work in New York City if instead you can just steal everything? Like, that's not the future that you want, people. Kara says her whole family seems to be criminals. Yes. Welcome to the average Democrat in power family, where the entire family is a criminal. It's like they're trying to think of ways to destroy jobs. It really is. I think Mamdani is absolutely trying to find ways to destroy jobs because of this. This is a very good meme to go with the communists. Hazel Appleyard, thank you for posting this one. But Star You, Star Me, these are two Pokemon, guys. This is not a Pokemon. This is a reality from the 20th century that killed over 150 million people. The totalitarian ideologies of communism and extreme fascism as practiced by China, Russia. Pol Pot was... Oh, my brain. Like I said, today, it's been a rough week, guys. Pol Pot was... It was Khmer Rouge. God, what country? Sith Master is going to get me on this. I know he will. It's really bothering me. That's going to piss me off. That's fine. But yeah, guys, starved. Over 150 million people to death. Their own people. Regicide, folks. Telling you. Sith Master says price high and give discount at sale. Yeah, that's really the best way to do it. Make everything $1 billion, and then if you go to checkout, you just get a discount. Myanmar, thank you. Burma, Myanmar, yes. Yes. Thank you, Karen. Yeah, Pol Pot. Communism, guys, does not end well. It just doesn't. The fact that we're even trying to elect a Muslim communist to New York City is psychotic. But here we are in 2025. Guys, this was one of my favorite stories, and this just keeps giving. The mainstream media was given new requirements to have an office at the Pentagon. They're basically like, yeah, there are rules now. You can't just wander around freely. This is a military installation. Cambodia. Oh, Cambodia. Thank you for the correction. I was like, Myanmar or Burma didn't sound right, but hey, I'll just trust you on that one. Cambodia. Thank you, Karen. But yeah, guys, we have back-to-back posts. You have the Atlantic saying that they will not sign the Pentagon press policy. We oppose restrictions that they are being placed on them. So Hegseth just gives a bye. Very funny, because it's the same response that the New York Times got when they posted that they will not be signing the revised press pass policy. Hegseth just says, okay, your choice. Bye. And then also the Washington Post. They will not be signing the new press pass access policy. It's almost like they all collaborated together and issued the exact same statement. But Hegseth also said, okay, no problem. It was a choice. Hey guys, leading report here. Pentagon confiscates virtually every major media organization's press passes for refusing to sign on the new Department of War media policy. Yeah. That's just how it works, guys. They literally, yeah, here's a good Nedry meme. The press has been showing up to the Pentagon and handing in their press passes. Yeah, see, no one cares, man. No one cares, my guy. No, nobody cares. You want to hear the truth? Yeah, you're still watching the legacy media. Yeah, you should be watching us. You should be watching other people. The non-mainstream media, guys, is the only place. X is the only place to get your news now. It really is. You go everywhere else, you're just getting lied to. Like Kermie, that's a good one. I appreciate it. Yeah, come here. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Eventually, if I get enough support, guys, we will be transitioning to Monday through Friday plus Saturday. But I can't do that without a little bit of financial support, guys. I just can't. We gotta make it make economic sense. It's already taking a lot of time and effort. I'm gonna keep doing it, guys. I'm gonna keep doing it, and eventually we will get there. We need to share it with more people, though. Share out the live stream so that we can get a larger audience. Larger audience means more support. More support means I can transition to giving you more content. I want to do it. I do. Help me out. Blaze here. Ketanji Brown Jackson bizarrely compares African Americans to disabled people not being able to enter buildings.
I guess I'm thinking of it, of the fact that remedial action, absent discriminatory intent, is really not a new idea in the civil rights laws. And my kind of paradigmatic example of this is something like
paradigmatic,
like the ADA. Congress passed the Americans with Disabilities Act against the backdrop of a world that was generally not accessible to people with disabilities.
And the Civil Rights Act was already passed. So the ADA came after. Are you trying to say that you're disabled?
And so it was discriminatory in effect because these folks were not able to access these buildings. And it didn't matter whether the person who built the building or the person who owned the building intended for them to be exclusionary. That's irrelevant. Congress said the facilities have to be made equally open to people with disabilities if readily possible.
Where are you going with this one, Ketanji?
I guess I don't understand why that's not what's happening here.
We don't understand where you're going with this.
Idea in Section 2 is that we are responding to current day manifestation.
What am I supposed to do about that now, buddy? Well, then go look for it. Help each other out and go look for it. Talking about the backpack, buddy? Talking about the T-Rex? Well, then go look for it. That was a very strange thing to come to me like it was an emergency. He lost his Tyrannosaurus Rex stuffed animal. Oh, I guess in the brains of children, that is a big deal.
Of past and present decisions that disadvantage minorities and make it so that they don't have equal access to the voting system.
Which minorities are you talking about, Ketanji? Because I don't think that we're seeing any complaints from like the Asian community, the Eastern European community, the Indian community, which is actually a subcontinent of Asia, so they are Asian. Like, we're not seeing this issue from South Americans. We're not seeing this issue from Snow Mexicans. We're not seeing this issue from anybody except apparently Africans and African Americans. What? That doesn't sound right. That sounds racist, actually. I don't think you're correct, Ketanji.
Right? They're disabled. In fact, we use the word disable in Milligan.
Did she just call them disabled? That's crazy. That's racist and crazy. Did she really mean that? Like, I mean, what is that? Oh, okay. Yeah. So we have this meme that goes with this, guys. Ketanji Brown Jackson and the Young Republican group chats are both agreeing and just high-fiving over the fact that apparently black people are retarded and disabled, I guess. And then the Babylon Bee comes out, guys. The Babylon Bee always keeping up with current things. The Babylon Bee, Clarence Thomas gently explaining to Ketanji Brown Jackson that not all black people are mentally disabled. just her. Oh, guys, like this is Babylon Bee, guys. Absolutely follow this account. If you're not following it, you're missing out. The real minimum wage, guys, California minimum wage law, this came out this week as well. Apparently, the California minimum wage law cost people 18,000 jobs. You want to know why your kid can't get a job during the summer? Well, minimum wage laws, everybody. Turns out their labor isn't actually worth that much. So when you force people to pay that much for the labor, they just cut the jobs. And they replace you with kiosks. They replace you with automated checkout lines. They replace you with machines because people labor just isn't worth that much. Sorry, guys. Stop fighting for 15. Stop fighting for 20. Stop fighting for 30 or 50 or whatever arbitrary fucking number you want, because it turns out by raising the minimum wage, all you're doing is getting people fired. So good job. It's almost like that was their goal in the first place. Degrowth, folks. Degrowth. Remember, whenever you question why a progressive Democrat is making certain decisions, just backdrop it with the fact that they want degrowth, decolonization, and decarbonization. And just remember, folks, that the carbon that they want to decarbonize is you. They want fewer of you alive. That's why they support abortion. That's why they support all of these things that just make life more expensive. That's why they support things that break people's mental health to increase suicide. That's why they do all of these things, folks. They want to decarbonize and degrowth. It's an evil, evil ideology, folks. It's a totalitarian ideology that wants to run your life. Don't let them. Roz alerts, the United States has officially entered a trade war with China. Yeah, guys, we came out and apparently China said that they were going to put trade restrictions on almost all of their export products that were coming out of their country, and they were going to do this on November 1st. So we turned around and said, bet. November 1st, 100% additional tariffs on top of any tariffs that already exist. So guess what? Trade war. We have now entered a trade war. Yeah. Good job, everyone. We did it. John Bolton was indicted this week. And as a follow-up to that, who do you think is next? I hope it's Hillary. People are also thinking it's going to be Chuck Schumer. I'd be okay with either one. I mean, who do you think it's going to be? Who do you want to be the next person indicted? But right now we have John Bolton just got indicted. And you see here, Viva Frei was pointing out that this indictment is damning. The details brazen corruption, abject stupidity, and most importantly, conduct of people who severely believe that they were above the law. I presume individual 1 and 2 were the recipients of diary-like entries detailing all of the classified information Bolton was receiving, or his wife and daughter. Initially, I thought it was book editors, but the indictment refers to them as related. Shell says Schiff or Clinton. Yeah, I'd be okay with either one. Adam Schiff. Okay, Crispy's voting for Schiff. That's 3 for Schiff. Mr. Shifty Schiff himself. Like I said, I'd be okay with either one. I hope it's Hillary. I don't care if it's Schiff. If it's Schiff instead, I'd be perfectly okay with that as well. You have here Caroline Leavitt, our favorite press secretary, coming out, and Hakeem Jeffries and the Democrats are lashing out because they know what I said is true. Yes. Typically, you catch the most flack when you are over the target. Democrat Party's elected officials absolutely cater to pro-Hamas terrorists and illegal aliens, and violent criminals. That's you can see how I would get those two words confused. They're basically synonymous at this point. House Democrats voted against a resolution condemning Hamas following October 7th's terrorist attacks, and Democrats cheered on pro-Hamas radicals while they hijacked American college campuses and harassed Jewish students. They also opened the borders to allow tens of millions of illegal aliens into the country over the 4 years, including rapists and murderers, because they viewed them as future voters. Yes. They also coddle violent criminals and support soft-on-crime policies like cashless bail. Yes, all of these things are true. Caroline Leavitt, why would you be saying this? Why would they be upset? Oh, then Bad Hombre follows this up and says, guys, here's an idea. If you don't want Caroline Leavitt saying that your constituency is illegal aliens, here's a couple of ideas. Try not to travel to El Salvador and have margaritas with MS-13 gang members. Don't shut down the government because you want Americans to pay for illegals' health care. Stop hiring illegals as cops and school district superintendents, Illinois. Stand up at the State of the Union when angel parents are recognized, or our favorite little guy, DJ Daniels. Stand up for him too, assholes. Come on. Also, stop trying to extend constitutional rights to Venezuelan drug cartels. And this is definitely one of my favorite things, guys. Like, check out this little comment. Pice Picky, I don't know, Attack Dog X. This is definitely one of my favorite ones. Illegal aliens and criminals. Oh, that's got music. I can't play that. Let's mute that. But you can see she is making out with a tree. It makes no sense because illegals and criminals, liberals just make it out. Meanwhile, conservatives are just looking at it going, what the fuck is happening? It makes no sense, guys. No sense, but they are courting their future voters, and Caroline Leavitt with a mic drop, guys. This is definitely one of my favorite clips of the week. Crispy says best secretary of all time. Guys, her or who was the one with the binder from Trump 1? I did like her too. I did like the videos. This video, though, is out of control.
Maduro offered everything in his country, all the natural resources. Yeah. He even recorded a message to you in English recently, offering mediation. What could we do in order to stop that?
He has offered everything. He's offered everything. You're right. You know why? Because he doesn't want to fuck around with the United States.
Oh, guys, he doesn't want to fuck around with the U.S. We just started murking drug boats, and he is not thrilled. Not thrilled at all. Speaking of murking drug boats, guys, we have something coming up on that here in a little bit because we had a drug boat get murked again. It was a submarine this time. I hope I pulled it. I think I pulled it. I don't know. We'll see if it's later on. If it's not later on, now I'm starting to wonder if I did pull it. I'm just looking at the stories real quick. I actually don't see it. If somebody wants to pull the link real quick, I'll pull it up. Send me the link to the them murking the drug submarine. That'd be great. I don't know how I didn't pull that, guys, but we... Hang on. Apparently, my little boy decided to hit his head on the stair railing. Anyways, he should be on his way up here in a second. We'll see if he's okay. But Tom McDonald, guys, Laura Trump wants me to play the Turning Point halftime show. What do you guys think?
Bad Bunny was announced as the Super Bowl halftime performer, and so Turning Point was like, you know what? We're going to do our own thing. We'll have our own halftime show. We don't need Bad Bunny or any of these people. Who would I like to see perform? Tom McDonald, 100%. I think I talked about him last time. We did a Q&A episode, I believe, last week. I said I'd like to perform on stage with him, do a little karaoke sesh. Absolutely. I think he's awesome. I would love to see that happen.
Well, Laura Trump thinks I'd be a good alternative to Bad Bunny, and I should play the Turning Point USA halftime show for the Super Bowl. What do you guys think? Let me know. Let's make this happen.
Guys, definitely. We need to make this happen, guys. I think Tom McDonald will be an excellent addition to the halftime show, the alternate halftime show for TPO. I'm not even going to watch the football, guys. I'm not going to watch it. But this would be a lot of fun. And Karen pulled it up. Oh, thank you, Karen, very much. We're going to pull this up here real quick. Yes, the White House posted this one, guys. Confirmed drug-carrying submarine navigating towards the United States, well-known narco-trafficking route. Under my watch, the U.S. will not tolerate narco-terrorists trafficking illegal drugs by land or by sea. Little tiny submarine, guys. Boom. Just murking submarines. It's crazy that these drug guys are running submarines, but yeah. Just like with the other drug boats, folks, we're not messing around. We're not messing around. Thank you very much, Karen, for putting that. Crispy says I'll be watching the TPUSA halftime show. I might watch the halftime show. I'm just not going to watch the game. Like, I think the NFL is retarded. I think that most sports is just retarded. Like, I know a lot of you guys probably watch them still. I don't. But check out the profile, guys. Visit the profile. Go to the website. You got the live schedule. Share out the live stream with everybody, guys. We need to get our numbers up. Our numbers have been far too low over the last few days. Let's get more people in here. Share the wealth. Have a better chat. Guys, the more people you can get into the live stream, the more people will talk in the chat. Cheryl says, share this so we can get Tom there, which is this. Let's pull it up. Do it, Tom. That's right. Yes, do it. Absolutely do it, guys. Go to that link, share it out, make it happen. We're going to go into our violence section, guys. The section on violence. It's always unfortunate. I put this in violence because it didn't really fit in anywhere. Kekius tease to the chat. Welcome, sir. Prince Andrew got his royal titles removed, including Duke, due to his discussion with King Charles about allegations that are going to be coming out with Epstein. Guys, the Epstein things are starting to come out. I hope they all come out. I hope we hold them all accountable. I don't care who's in the files. If it is verified as legitimate and somebody actually went to that island and actually participated in those activities, throw them all in jail and throw away the key and then bury them under the jail. I don't care who it is. But we're starting to see the fallout, guys. Police arrested. This was covered last week, guys. The shooting in Mississippi, Leland, Mississippi, that they didn't want to talk about very much for some strange reason. 20 people shot, 4 killed. Legacy media is going to be MIA, and there'll be no calls for gun control. I wonder why. Oh, no, not yet, buddy. 30. No, it's not that long. 30 minutes. Crispy 100. Yeah, guys, they're not going to talk about this. They're not going to talk because it doesn't fit their narrative. It's interesting that whenever it's a white shooter, it always calls for gun control. When it's a black shooter, there's just crickets.
Nope.
Wrong button. Just crickets. Yeah, black shooter, crickets. White shooter calls for gun control. I wonder why that is. It's almost like to them, black lives don't actually matter. Weird. I don't know why. I don't know why they're such a racist group. All lives should matter, folks. All lives. Charlotte, North Carolina therapist for children at a public school has been arrested for allegedly attempting to murder her ex-boyfriend by poisoning him to death. Again, this is a therapist for children at a public school, folks. Unhinged white ladies. Like, what is happening? I got nothing else to say about this, guys. Charlotte showed up way too often this week. Way too much. Also, there was a 17-year-old white kid stomped to death by a group of blacks in Vegas at Rancho High School in 2023. Remember that? Well, it turns out all 4 of them, they were initially charged as adults. But in August, they offered a plea deal. Instead of being tried as adults, they pled guilty to voluntary manslaughter and got adjudicated in juvenile court. So, they're all going to be out soon. It's almost like they don't care about the white victim, guys. It's almost like they don't care. Looks like my ex-wife, Crispy.
Nope.
Yikes. Does that actually look like your ex-wife? Let me. I closed the tab. Oh, too many reopens. Too many. What just happened? Not that one. Not that one. That one. There we go. That one? That looks like your ex-wife? I mean, mine probably doesn't look too much better now. Between the, all the drugs and whatnot. But, yikes. I don't know what to say about that. That's unfortunate. Yeah. Anyways. So, yeah. Ooh. This doesn't look like my ex. Also, kindergarten teaching assistant, which I didn't realize kindergarten teachers needed TAs, but a TA was arrested for stabbing a person in the neck and then got released from prison on a $10,000 bond in Charlotte. Again, like I said, Charlotte, way too much. Way too many times was Charlotte mentioned this week in the violence chat ban. I love Lamb. Thank you very much for showing up, chat ban. Please make sure you and Kekius are sharing out the live stream. Let's get as many people as we can. Let's share it in the group chats. Let's share it on Farmers Only. Let's share it on Tinder. Let's share it on Grindr. We got to share out the live stream, folks. Share it out everywhere. Share it out on, Christian Mingle. Whatever. I don't know. What other? Facebook, Instagram. Put it out on all the places. Make sure to share only the X link, though, because we want to bring them all to X. But yeah, guys, she's back out on the streets. They keep releasing people. And then I have this whole section called repeat offenders, because there were so many people that were repeat offenders this week that I had to just give them their own section. This person murdered a white woman in North Carolina. I'm so used to Charlotte. New York City, the DEI judge let him out and then turned around and chopped off some white dude's fingers. How on earth are these people not held as accomplices to these crimes? That's a very good idea. And it's also a very good question. Why aren't these judges, these activists, being held accountable for the mayhem? Like this guy that cut off some dude's fingers, but then he was also just charged with a hit and run that left a cancer survivor dead. This dude beat cancer and then got ran over by a repeat offender. Like, what the hell? So happy you guys are here. That's right. We are. Shell. Also, hey, Titan from Johnny over on Rumble. Finally, the news is talking about black people committing crimes. I know, Kekius, it's absolutely wild. I am the news. We are the news. Let's go. Finally, King Emperor Trump. Chatman, you missed our entire section earlier. You can watch the replay. I named an entire section today called King Trump. We covered Trump stories. So if you want, go back and check it out. It was a lot of fun to do. Here we have a suspect struck and killed another driver fleeing from police, was arrested 36 times before, according to state records. There's not a picture of the person, but let's go ahead and pull up the news story and see. Oh, let's see. Eight criminal counts, including felony murder. I was kind of hoping there would be a picture. Is that a picture of the person?
Such a young life taken away from us. High emotions inside the Pierce County Courthouse Thursday. As a young man came face to face with the suspect deputies say killed his girlfriend, 20-year-old Paula Parbul. Ronan behind was a student who was on her way to. The Pierce County Sheriff's Office says Wednesday morning a deputy tried to pull Ronan over because of a Department of Corrections warrant for violating community custody conditions. He was just released from jail in August for burglary-related charges.
This guy just committed burglary and they let that asshole back out on the street? Like, you gotta be kidding me. Then he turns around and kills a bunch of people. Fuck. Checking everything out. I'm monitoring the situation. Fantastic. Keep monitoring, chat man. Keep monitoring. Lives a TikTok here. Paulette Gibson was arrested in Charlotte. Again, like I said, Charlotte, North Carolina, way too many times this week. Stabbed 2 people. She was released a few hours later on a $20,000 bond. She has 15 prior arrests, including violent offenses. 15 prior arrests, guys. That's rookie numbers. Absolute rookie numbers. This guy, Timothy Massey, a man with a criminal history, arrested last month in Charlotte for possessing a weapon of mass destruction. My guy, what did you have? He was released 1 day later. Can I get 1 day for a weapon of mass destruction? That's psychotic. Yesterday, he was arrested again for assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill. How does this keep happening? Lonely fans, facefuck, blue hair sky, share it everywhere. That is right, Gardner. Absolutely share it everywhere you can. I didn't know you were a member of all of those. But hey, wherever you're a member, try to post the live stream. We can get as many people in here as we can. DeCarlos Brown Jr., the man who murdered Irina Zarutska in Charlotte. Again, with Charlotte, had his death penalty hearing delayed until next year in April. Why do they keep delaying these? Why do you think they're letting this person? Do you think they're just going to let him go? Do you think they're hoping to delay it until we forget? We can't let people forget about this person. We can't. We can't let this monster back out on the street. So when we have things like the young GOP chat logs that nobody really gives a shit about because we all say way worse things when we're just hanging out with our friends, they're just not willing to admit it. But look at this, guys. We don't care about the group chat. Look at these 4 lives that were taken when they shouldn't have been by repeat offenders, folks. Like, I don't even know what to say. Chat ban loves it. Give them to Ukraine. Yeah, let's do that. I like that idea. Deport them to Ukraine, folks. When are we going to start chucking these judges in jail? That's the real question, guys. When are we going to start holding judges accountable for the actions of the people that they let out early? That's the real question. When are we going to start doing that? We absolutely need to. And thank you, Gardner, for showing up just in time, because I just got to one of your stories. Here we have Maryland's effort to uncover $990 million in possible waste, posted by Wall Street Apes. Thank you for bringing it to our awareness. While we were monitoring the situation, you brought it to our eyeballs.
This letter, written by the Maryland Inspector General for Education, Rick Henry, is eye-opening.
It's very alarming.
In his letter, Henry includes this chart, which shows the number of instances where students were labeled whereabouts unknown going back to 2019 and including an estimated number for 2025.
Whereabouts unknown, that means they're not at school. So why are we paying for them to be at school?
The official 2025 state number has not yet been released. Henry then multiplies the cost per student average for each year by the number of whereabouts unknown designations and estimates this issue could have cost taxpayers nearly $1 billion over the past 6 years. The funding of missing students, Henry says, is correctable if the state legislature is willing to adjust the funding formulas by counting enrollment more often.
Yeah, they're not going to do that, guys. You know why they're not going to do it? Because it would cost them money. It would cost their friends money. So we have Maryland alone. Maryland, a tiny little state. Maryland costing $1 billion. What do you think it costs for a state like California, who almost half of their annual budget is for K through 12 education? How much of that is fraud? I don't know. What do you guys think? Speaking of fraud, Wall Street Apes also, GoFundMe created over 1 million NGO pages accepting donations without the NGOs knowing about it. Chatman says, Renaud will guide us. Fantastic. Just remember, guys, according to Renaud, the future is going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing, folks. And you're already worth so much. Where are you, Renaud? We need you in the chat. GoFundMe. Guys, they're creating accounts for 501c3s, generating revenue for those, but not actually telling the charities. Like, where is that money going? That seems like a level of corruption that just shouldn't be allowed to exist. Why is it nobody ever goes to jail? Like it says here at the very end, corruption taking place is beyond comprehension and absolutely nobody ever goes to jail. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Renault surfaced the tsunami in Hawaii recently. Surfed a tsunami in Hawaii recently. Dang, Renault. Crispy says homeschool is the way forward. It really is. Or private or independent private schools. Not even just a private school, but an independent private school, because they do not have to follow the guidance and curriculum of the state. My 2 kids are in independent religious private school. I prefer it. It's really the only way I would do it, if not homeschool. Then you got Bearded Vet here. John Bolton's nonprofit was the benefactor of your tax dollars via USAID and hasn't filed taxes in years. You can see tax year 2023. Not there. And then John Bolton listed as the director and chairman. Guys, It's absolutely time. I love these new AI videos. They're so good. They're so good. So good. Life in prison would be too kind. Got him on everything, I think. Who did you get, Johnny? We're going to move on, though. Science and technology, guys. World Economic Forum bioethicist is talking about genetically modifying humans so they're allergic to meat.
So I'll give two examples. So one is that people eat too much meat, right? And if they were to cut down on their consumption on meat, then they would, it would.
Chief Boom Boom. Welcome to the chat as well. Renaud has transcended all worldly desires and taxes. Damn, Renaud has really escalated.
It actually really help the planet.
Me, you got me on everything. Thank you very much, Johnny. I appreciate your support. AI has made everything funnier. You are correct, Crispy.
But people are not willing to give up meat. Yeah, you know, some people will be willing.
Soy boy motherfucker, right. Yeah, this guy's talking about trying to get people to stop eating beef. I don't think this guy has seen a steak in his life. Or if he did, he recoiled in terror. Just remember, folks, PETA is an acronym that stands for People Eating Tasty Animals. Don't let them tell you otherwise.
But other people, they may be willing to, but they have a weakness of will. They say, wow, this steak is just too juicy. I can't do it. I'm one of those, by the way.
Nope.
No, you're not.
So, you know, but so here's the thought, right? So it turns out that we know a lot about, we have these intolerance to, for example, I have milk intolerance. And
lactose.
Some people are intolerant to crayfish. So possibly we can use human engineering to make it the case that we're intolerant to certain kinds of meat, to certain kinds of bovine proteins. And there's actually analogs of this in life. There's this thing called the Lone Star tick, where if it bites you, you'll become allergic to meat.
Yeah, guys, the fact that that tick exists tells me that they've been doing bioengineering without telling us. Because there's no way in hell that came out of nature. There's no way that you get bit by a tick and become allergic to red meat, and that was a thing that happened naturally. Absolutely not. Johnny says, I'm not going to stop eating meat. Sorry. Me neither. Shell, what a weirdo. Yeah, Patriot Brief. Hey, how's it going? Good to see you, sir. I'm intolerant to that guy's bullshit. Yeah. Guys, we need to not let people mess around with the human genome. Please don't let it bite me. Yes, Kekius. I am 100% on board because like at least half of my diet is beef. Like I would be very, very sad. Jake Chansley, the January 6th shaman down here, top comment. Anyone who seeks to modify your genes is not your friend. That's right, Crispy. People eating tasty animals. Patriot Brief. That's fine. Hey, how's it going? Ex-executive reporter suggested the platform may discontinue its creator monetization program. Somebody posted this and Roz Alerts picked it up. But it's nice to know that the creators was following it and said, nope, fake news. So I said, nope, thanks for the update. Fake news. So they are not talking about ending the creator monetization program, which is good because I'm almost there. Please help me get there. But I'm almost there, and it would be just my luck that as soon as I meet the requirements, they would just get rid of the program altogether. So please don't do that. Johnny says, I think it's going on with the mosquitoes, too. Yeah, they're genetically engineering mosquitoes. They're trying to make their proboscis too limp, too flaccid to penetrate your skin so they can't bite you. But I'm sure they're also trying to make other things happen with mosquitoes. Like, I don't know, probably giving you mRNA vaccines and other things. So F those guys. We have a couple of tech things here, guys. We had flight test 11 this week, and it was fucking lit. Starship ascending to space. SpaceX has been sharing some of these pictures, guys, and they are gorgeous. Like, just look at these pictures, guys. Starship 38, Ship 38, going. These plasma, guys, these live plasma views have been so beautiful. God, these pictures, we get to see so many amazing things coming out of SpaceX. It's not even funny. Like, these pictures are gorgeous, guys. I mean, the whole Starship, the flight test 11 was a huge success. All phases of it, success. I've been loving every bit of watching their testing. And then you can see here they have more on re-entry. They posted some more pictures for us to enjoy. The live plasma interactions is one of my favorite things ever. Like, these shots are so incredibly beautiful. It's amazing that this is real life. It's not AI. It's not enhanced and edited. It's real life. We got to watch it as it happened. So SpaceX is just doing amazing things, guys. You know, like Renault would say, the future is going to be amazing. Have you watched all three? Went from 41 views to 277 on X. Let's go. Good job, guys. Let's get that posted out. I guess Gardner posting it out on, you know, all those websites is helping. So thank you very much for your assistance, Gardner. But look at this. Ship 38 coming back in spicy as hell. Guys, tech was so much fun. And I have an entire section just on women. Real life is beautiful, guys. Nature is Lit was one of my favorite subreddits of all time. Reddit is just a cesspool of life, but Nature is Lit has always been a good time. Here you got Fighting with Memes. There are no good men left. Be honest. I am being honest. Men don't want to settle down these days. I said honest. Okay, I wanted to marry a top 1%, 0.1%, despite being average, and I couldn't adjust my expectations until it was too late. Thank you. Yeah, this is reality, guys. The modern whole, like, female mentality of liberals and progressive females in our country is psychotic. The West is dying. Titan has 6 eyes. What is happening? Crispy says, I'd like the future we dreamed of is right in our hands. It is. Are you watching all 3? Titan. Oh, I get it now. I get it, Johnny. I get it. Never mind. I get it. It's a good joke. Took me a while. I'm just slow. I'm just a little bit retarded. Lightly tarded. Just lightly tarded. It's fine. Also, you got here, are you paying attention yet, ladies? The established and complete woman. There with a husband or just long-term man. Either way, doesn't matter. I'm not going to judge because I don't like marriage anymore. You two ex-wives have just ruined it for me because you're trash human beings. Family man and woman. Or you get the victim of feminism where she's straddled with college debt, has a giant black dildo, a cat, wine, and pizza, and the We Can Do It poster in the back. I keep finding more things as I look at this longer and longer. What does that say? I think that says men I've whored myself out to. And there is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 33. So she has apparently whored herself out to 33 men. Not doing well there, lady. Just saying. Also, when women turn around and try and say that men will fuck anything, also women. I'm just saying, like, Mi Familia, that's my family too, Johnny, except the female because she's silly and is no longer here. But my kids and I are doing great. I love them to death. They're amazing. Yeah, this is basically women in a nutshell, guys. At least the progressive women in a nutshell. You know, makes no sense, just like progressivism. Here's another one, guys. Gigabase dad, healthy relationship. Hey, I made some food. Thanks, babe. That's it. That's all it is, guys. The quickest way to a man's heart through his stomach and his penis. Unhealthy relationship. No, I won't cook. I'm a strong and independent woman. I can't believe you would say that, you sexist misogynist. Meanwhile, beta bitch bro says, I'm sorry. Please don't leave me. Gross. Like, if that's you as a man, guys, gross. That's not a real man. It's not. Like, you're gonna earn that. Gross. Don't be that guy. Andrew Wilson here letting me see this one because I follow Andrew. If you're not following Andrew, you should. He co-hosts The Crucible. He is a professional debater, a master of debating, a master debater, if you will. Literally any part of the Bible that tells women what to do. And then you have the reaction from Christian women. They get all butthurt, bent out of shape, twisted, whatever you want to call it. Wrapped around an axle. They just don't like being told what to do. Progressivism is a mental illness. Absolutely, Johnny. Absolutely. And it's sad to see. It really is. It's awful, if you will. The angry, white, female urban liberals. It's almost like they're an acronym because they are. But they're not this crazy. Like, this takes crazy to a whole different level. Like, the eyes aren't as crazy, but the actions, guys. This woman was alleged to have sent 159,000 text messages. That is so many text messages. Sometimes I think having free text messaging is not a good thing. After just one date, threatened the man to make sushi from his kidneys.
Nope.
I wonder why she didn't get a second date. Holy cow. That's crazy. That's so many text messages. Also, it's so good to see when the tables finally turn on the women, as they've demanded equality, guys. They said, I want equality. And we said, okay. You can have equality. Halle Berry believes it's wrong to pay a child support. That's more than what's reasonably needed for a child. Weird. Yeah, dude ran absolutely crispy. If some broad after one date is sending me that many like after text message like 12, I'm running. Blocking, whatever. I'm gone. 12 without response, I'm gone. 159,000, bro. I'm like in another country. I am on the run, fleeing for my life. She's probably going to make good on the threat to turn my kidneys into sushi. I'm going to have to use lethal force to defend myself. It's not going to end well for anybody. I'm gone. But yeah, it's weird when suddenly, once you get a little bit of a taste of what men go through every single day, suddenly it's extortion. Suddenly it's wrong. Suddenly it's bad. Well, guess what, Halle Berry? Enjoy it. Welcome to equality. I hope you love it. And if you need help fighting to reduce your child support or your alimony or surviving the court proceedings that are attached to either one, you can check out my website, patriotdad.org. Follow the link there to the men'sempowerment.network website. You can look me up. I can help you. I went through a 2.5-year divorce and custody battle with all kinds of nonsense being thrown around. And the best thing I could have ever done was to maintain my composure and my calm and just let her spiral out of control. I will tell you, when you don't give in and respond to their crazy, they just get more crazy. And when the judge sees them get more crazy, guys, it helps you, not them. Just saying. So welcome to equality, Ms. Berry. Welcome. Also, you got to see here, guys, this is one of my favorite videos from this week. This is how you should absolutely treat all Karens. Ridicule them. Make fun of them. They are ridiculous. Karens are ridiculous. Not our Karen. These are more like Cheryl's, but our Karen is fine. Karen, I'm sorry. It's not your fault. I know it's not your fault. You're a good Karen. All the other Karens, though, this is what you should absolutely do. They are ridiculous. Literally, the word ridiculous means they are deserved of ridicule. So ridicule them, make fun of them, just like this guy does. Check out this video. It is one of my favorites from the week.
Oh, hi. They say you need to speak to a manager.
Yes.
What's happening?
Trying to understand why you all are so incompetent.
That's a wild place to start.
I love how it starts, too. It's like, why are you so incompetent? He's like, wow.
Nah, that is why don't we start?
The place to start is my lunch not being correct.
Okay, that's good. There are far worse things. What? Okay, so let me know. Tell me the lore of where we went wrong. Because
tell me the lore. Give me the whole story, lady. I want to hear the backstory. I want to know how we got here. Who hurt you?
It feels like I feel like we ruined your whole life. What happened? Let me know what happened.
Yeah, and I feel like you're just being like a smart aleck.
What are you doing? She's pulling out the phone. Oh, I love this song. Dude, record me. What do you want me to say in your video? Is it going to go viral? I can't wait. What should I say? No, we refuse to serve you corporate.
Yes.
This is ours. How's that?
Franchise.
Oh, franchise? This is ours.
Oh, my God.
This is ours. I designed the logo.
I don't even know how you're in business.
Because it tastes good.
Yep, that's usually how restaurants stay in business, guys. It just tastes good.
But you don't get the order.
Because right? What did you get? How do we do it wrong?
I ordered cheese fries, not ranch fries.
So you got cheese and ranch?
No, I got no cheese.
What did the authorities say?
That is my favorite part of the reaction. The look of like, oh my God, what did the authorities say? Like, did you call the cops? What did they say? What did they say? Let me know. How did they hurt you? Guys, I love every bit of this guy's reaction. Like this is how you treat the over-the-top carrots, guys. It just is. Hey, get off. Be nice. Get up. Hey guys, if you can't be quiet, I'm going to ask you to go downstairs and play. Please. Thank you. That's right, Crispy. We love you, Karen. It's not your fault, Karen. We get into memes. These memes are great, guys. These memes have some good memes in them. You need to send me more memes, by the way. Send me more memes. Elon Omar looking at Philadelphia after hearing it's the city of brotherly love. Those eyes are thirsty. She must be looking at her brother. Why? Because I can't believe it's my brother. Oh my God. Like, these memes are so good, guys. So good. There's another one. Thank you, Crispy, for sending me this one. They didn't draw the dick on your face at the party. They traced it. Oh, the shame. Oh, the shame. It hurts. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Here's me looking at the IRS after they took their cut from the lemons that life handed me. How dare you, sir? How dare you? How they would now look. How you look now. They took everything you owned except the hat you're wearing. Oh my God, the comments. Sometimes the comments are even better than the meme. Oh my God. Oh, that is fun. Oh my God. Oh, Gigabase Dad, this one is right on target, guys. Your ancestors did not suffer unimaginable hardships just for you to get offended by mean words on the internet. They didn't. Suck it up, Buttercup. No one gives a shit. Stop caring. Stop caring what people say on the internet, guys. Don't let it get to you, especially when you make a post. And this is for me too. Sometimes I give into this, but guys, when you make a post and you're getting harassed by some no-name account that's unverified with less than 1,000 followers, guys, just ignore them. It's not worth feeding into. The comments are always better. That's probably true, Crispy. That's probably true. This escape room sucks. Once again, sir, this is just California. That is the worst escape room of all times. In fact, they started to try and pass laws for California where if you leave California, they're going to try and go after you for taxes, like back taxes for years. It's crazy. Yeah, guys, the worst escape room of all time. Shell says, yeah, PD, stop it. You too, ma'am. You too. But yes, both of us. You got here, vampires exposed to the sun. Allergic. Superman exposed to kryptonite. Allergic. The left exposed to facts. Also allergic. The left is very allergic to facts, guys. Very allergic. Facts. Oh, gosh. What is this? We have a...
And you both have it.
Oh, you're right. Sometimes the comment section is just better. Oh, that's a great addition, guys. That's a great addition. Let's go ahead and check out. Do we have any other messages? Any other memes? You guys can send those memes in here still. There's still time, guys. There's still time. Let's go ahead and check out. We got some Karen. Oh, we got Karen memes, guys. Karen memes are always good, guys. I live in England. I'm English. I live in China. I'm Chinese. I don't think it works this way, but they definitely act like it does. Garner says encrypted chat. Okay, I'll get to those as well. Never forget what they did to us. Guys, this was the crazy kind of shit that happened during COVID. They closed down parks. They boarded up basketball hoops. They dumped sand in skate parks. They did everything they could to try and keep you from going outside and just enjoying life. Like, it was crazy, guys. It was absolutely crazy. What are you in for? I hurt a liberal's feelings with the truth. Ooh, guys, you're going to be serving some hard time right up there with the people who cut tags off of mattresses before they buy them. Like, you can't be doing that, guys. That's what you're just asking to go to prison. Oh, let's see. Sith Master did share. He had a delicious food the other day. We were talking about the Muslims trying to make it so you can't eat pork. So he shared his delicious looking bacon and eggs. Looks quite good, actually. Chat, encrypted chat. Let's go. All right. Questionable Garter. We got a couple in here. How many new messages do we have? Holy cow. All right. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from Gardner. All right. Let's go. Space Jam took Space Jam 2 took 11 months to complete, cost $120 million. This SpaceX movie took 1 hour and was free with Grok Imagine. Share your thoughts.
Oh my God, you're Elon Musk. Yeah, I am. Have you seen Marvin the Martian around here? Right here. I've been looking all over for you.
Space Jam 2, 11 months, $120 million. This 1 hour for free with Grok Imagine. Yeah, guys, it's crazy what we're already seeing with Grok. Like, Hollywood's future is going to be very bleak if they don't adapt very quickly, because great creators like Gardner here, like Shell and so many others, they're going to just replace Hollywood. I would rather watch a video that Gardner makes than any movie that Hollywood has put out, especially anything Disney's put out. X-Freeze, another great creator, guys. If you're not following X-Freeze, you absolutely should be. Shell, Gardner, Conservative Alternative, they're all making great... Hang on. They're all making great videos with Imagine. I can't wait. I would much rather watch one of these for sure. Thank you. The beginning is Bugs and Homer chatting. Oh, did I miss that?
Hey, pal. Hey, this is my cartoon. Actually, this is Grok.
Ah, okay. I missed that part. Hollywood has already been replaced. We are the future. That's right, Crispy and Shell. We absolutely are. You guys are doing great. I don't have the imagination for a lot of that stuff. I've made a couple of videos here and there, but they are not good. They're just not. Just queens, no kings. Rapid response. Garter says, nope, just queens. Guys, this is a government account, guys. It's got the gray check. And it's put... I just can't with this administration, guys. I just can't. So we're afraid... So here you got just wrapped up the No Kings human banner at Sunset Dunes. Thousands of people stand together, say loud and clear, America doesn't need egomaniacs and wannabe dictators. This was Scott Wiener. Hopefully, Scott, you've stopped sexting minors, because you got in a lot of trouble there for sending explicit images to a 15-year-old. So hopefully you stop doing that. Just saying. And then it says, well... was so afraid of a king would invade today. Glad we have no king's army out. We've got it from here. Thanks. Yeah, guys, got to remember, we're the first year still of the presidency. We're doing pretty good. I think we'll be all right. And JD also posted. Which one did JD post? The Queens? Yeah, that was a pretty good one, man. That was pretty good. And JD's really the king of the memes, guys. Like, I'm so glad that we have him. JD's meme game is stepping up. This is a Blue Sky video. Well, I'll have to play this one at the end with the others. I'll play that one at the end with the others because it's got music. So yeah, I have no idea what she said from Vince Langman. Let's see what she said, folks.
Our generation is so screwed. Like, society in general is just so doomed, because I was thinking about this. The fact that most guys when they're in their early 20s are now going to be like hooking up with girls who are just all fake. Like, part of me wonders if the majority of guys now, when they're hooking up with a girl, like, they won't even know what real ones are like, real bodies are like, which is crazy to me. Same with injections, same with everything. Like, are they even going to kiss girls with real lips anymore? Like,
I mean, the lips are fake, the boobs are fake, the butts are fake. What else? Butts, boobs, lips. The hair is fake on a lot of them. Their personalities are definitely fake.
how many girls actually have real lips? Like, this sounds crazy, but I'm telling you, society is doomed. I feel like this is all related to AI too, where it's like, soon, like, we're turning all plastic and fake, and they're gonna make these AI robots, and guys aren't even gonna be able to differentiate between the fake plastic girls and these robots. Like, it's just so crazy the way society is headed. Like, we are doomed.
Yeah, guys, we've been doomed for a while. Those, fake things. I don't even know what she was talking about. Kara says the joining Blue Sky video from Homeland Security is pretty good. Kara, I have that one queued up. I will play that after we drop YouTube. Good evening, X. We've had enough political talk for today. Let's dance. Share your dance videos. Again, I will move this to the end of the show because I don't want to get us all in trouble. It'll be okay because we can't just watch everything, guys. If we watch everything, we're going to get in trouble. We're going to get demonetized on YouTube. We can't have that. Do we have any other, let me just check real quick, any other DMs before? I don't see any other DMs, guys. Thank you for all the memes. I always love the memes. But we're gonna close it out for YouTube at least. So we're gonna go and tell YouTube, check out the website, patriotdad.org. You got men'sempowerment.network. You can buy me a cup of coffee. You can do anything. Just find the different ways to support me, guys. They are on patriotdad.org. Go there, check it out. Please support me any way that you could afford to do so, even if that is just going to Rumble, YouTube, and X and following me and subscribing to my channels on all three. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much for your support, folks, throughout the show. It has been wonderful. Johnny, you called it out, did all three. I appreciate you. Also, check out the live schedule Monday, Wednesday, Friday with the evening update at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, Saturday with the weekly update, which is what we're doing right now on Saturdays at 7. Also, you can catch us on the Topic Exchange with the Questionable Gardener hosting and Shell and myself co-hosting, as well as Shell and Christina with her Bible Space at 4 p.m. on Sundays. So check that out tomorrow. So we are going to be dropping YouTube because YouTube sucks and their copyright will take me down for having any of the music for the shows or the videos that we're about to do. So thank you for all of your support over on YouTube, folks. Go over to Rumble or X if you want to see the remainder of the show. Take care.